Get connected for free with Education Connection. Get connected for free. All right, we back.
He out here doing free infomercials.
We going for our hourly wage. I went to high. Okay, yeah.
I call up Cody if I need a beat.
What's up? We back once again. It's been 9 years since our last podcast.
See how I've aged.
I've got 4 kids now. I hate them all. I'm just kidding.
I'm starting to get the grays in my beard.
I wasn't gonna say nothing to him, but yeah, he's
Wow.
washed. He's a year away from 30, so that means you're not even a year.
Not even a year, less than a year.
Damn, how's that feel? To be old?
I don't know. It feels a little unreal, to be honest.
Yeah, we was just talking about.
I was just 28.
I know. I'm 27 right now. My hair is like this whole. So my beard, that was the sacrifice for my beard was that little patch of hair. Like if you shave them both, if I shave this off, I could just put it right there. It'd be.
It's not like how Jaylen Brown had the afro.
Yeah.
Then now he cut his hair. Now he just got the big beard.
You make a sacrifice, especially for Africa. He looks African. I know he's.
Bro, people kept saying I look like Jaylen Brown.
I remember us having this conversation.
A couple years ago, people were saying I look like Jaylen Brown.
If you grew your beard, because
back then I had different hairstyle.
Yeah,
I had different hairstyle. My beard was a little different. I didn't have it out like this, but
right, you had the full. You had the Vincent Sal.
Yeah, I had it.
You know who Vincent Sal is? Vince LaSalle?
Nah.
From Recess?
Oh, yeah. I had it all cut.
That's crazy, bro.
Around.
For like 5-6 years, you couldn't. The high top fade really like.
Yeah, it was a thing.
It was strong
now
for
now it's like
it's corny.
Yeah,
it's corny if you got a high top.
Now you gotta get a beard.
You gotta get beard.
Either you gotta get beard,
get braids.
Gotta get beard, braids, or you gotta get twists.
Yeah.
Even my barber is trying to get me to get twists. He keeps saying, "Man, you could." And I kept telling him I'm not trying. I'm about to be 30.
I mean, having twists at 30, I just don't think that your hair, like, if your bloodline is the same as my bloodline,
it ain't gonna work.
Enjoy the hair.
Keep it simple,
bro.
It's better to keep it simple these days.
Yeah, no. I mean, I if I could get braids,
Master can pull it off.
Yeah,
Master pull it off.
But Master don't have like the energy of braids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he actually has the
hair.
high top.
Yeah, he can get the hair. Well, no disrespect to Master. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to come for him in the. I'm just saying, like, if you go to the shop now, like, okay, Master is not a person who's concerned with like the appearance of certain things, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, he just living his life. He doing what he do. He found a cut he like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not that. But I feel like if you trying to be if you in like a business setting, right? If you want to be like a business, like, go get that little low shortcut, like, you know what I'm saying, the little like the crop. You know, like, if you're trying to look professional, right? Because it's easy to maintain. It's chill. If you're trying to be like hip or like a young kind of energy or like in the trendy type, you get the twisties. If
you're trying to be outside a little bit more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't need to. I don't need to be outside like that anymore. So it's not.
I mean, I don't think it matters. I think honestly, it's what you
feel comfortable with.
Well,
honestly, I don't have time to be doing all the hair stuff. You just gotta get up, come right here, put it, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Get in and out. Now it's about efficiency. Back then, I used to just looking at the mirror like, what can I do today?
I think I've always been chill, but I do miss, because I had my little twist for, like, this was like when I was 20 something. This wasn't when I was like.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, bro. I had like many. It was when I was
in
DC.
An American.
Yeah, I was American.
That's that DC lifestyle.
Nah. So what's funny about
East
it was
Coast.
if I had kept it going, bro. So part of it was a nervous thing, like an anxious thing.
So you just might as well.
So I was just twisting them, bro. But it was because my ex at the time, like, you know, she used to wreak havoc on me at the time. So, but then there was another girl who I ended up starting talking to. Nothing really ever happened with us. But she was like, "Oh, you twisting your hair the wrong way." So I untwisted them and just combed it out. But I probably could have just let them grow and then got them twisted like later on. But yeah, I tried locking my hair like 3 or 4 times. I just either didn't take care of them or like convinced it. But they were like to like right here, like Like I still have fishes. They were starting to lock and stuff like that. Like that, I'm sad. I wish I didn't let her, because it's the same thing with my beard. I let my girl at the time like convince me that my beard wasn't coming in fast enough, so I shaved it off, which isn't a bad thing.
But technically, that's how you get it to grow more.
Right,
so,
right.
yeah.
But you know, like, and it's like it's kind of technically like, because like I shave it every now and then, but it do take a while to still come back. It's not like for me, my beard just will grow back. It'll grow back fuller, but it'll grow back like I don't ever shave it down, but it'll grow back in probably like 3-4 weeks to like where it was, or like a little thicker. But anyway, that was a really long intro on hair.
Yeah, by the way, my sister's my brother.
Yeah, my sister's brother. He might come on the pod one day. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
So he can defend his haircut. No, but in all seriousness, welcome back. We've been trying to get back on the same page with like the pod and everything, but you know, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I've been trying to grow my business, so it's been kind of hard to like do all the things. So if you're looking for an internship and you want to like mix this and cut it up and do all this shit, hit me up, YMD Mob. We always looking for young talent to continue to nurture and grow. But that's my little pitch. How are things overall? We can't be on super long because we got things to do tomorrow. But how are things going real fast?
Things are good.
Okay.
Looking forward to the future. I gonna have a trip planned to Germany later this year.
You let him work.
Man, I'm there for work. Anything that
my cousin is diverse.
Me.
I'm not calling you a white girl whisperer. What I'm just saying is that
I'm Mr. International.
That's a boutique. He got that boutique milk. You know what I'm saying? He got the German.
Diabolical, man.
Strong, they tall over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
tall. They tall, and they got some. There's some athletes. I just say it, leave it at that.
So when I was in high school, all jokes aside, when I was in high school, they used to come to our school.
For an exchange?
Like not for like a full, like they would go. We would either go over Easter break, or they would come here because we had like a sister school, and so like imagine like you come to a school of like 200 horny dudes, and you're like there's like 4 guys and like 5 German guys and like 3 German girls. And I'm sure it feels like real nice, like on the first couple of days when you're like all these boys. Like there's guys who I didn't even know they knew where the gym was, and they in there playing sports and shit like that, acting like they've been in there. We had a banquet, and it literally smelled like air freshener in that motherfucker when I got there. It never smelled as like it either smelled bad or just the normal smell. It never smelled good, and it smelled like somebody did laundry for the entire school for the first time.
Not a good. Yeah.
But they was tall, bro. I was like, damn, why y'all all like 5'11"? Like, why shorty 6'1"?
Yeah.
Like,
I think the average height for Germans is like 5'11". It might be taller.
It might be taller. It might be. I think it's. But I think. But 5'11" is a tall average.
Yeah,
height.
it's a tall average. Because US is like 5'10". It's like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10".
But Germany, I think it's like
Yeah, I mean it could be 6.
I think the tallest in the tallest in Africa is like the Congo, which is, and they're like, but theirs is like 6'3". Yeah, theirs is like 6 something.
Yeah, they
in Ghana it's like 5'8", I think 5'7".
Bro, Charlie, like hey, look at me, bro. Yeah,
but like we're from the south. I think southeast.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
Yeah, but like the northerners are the ones that are tall.
I know, bro. That's
the ones. So that's why we looked like when I go back, I'm like, people think I'm tall. I'm like, I'm not that tall. I'm seen tall.
As a Ghanaian, you're taller, bro. As a Ghanaian,
that's what I learned.
Yeah, bro. Like I didn't get them jeans, bro. Like, cause I don't know how tall my birth dad actually was. I probably, if I had to think about it or place it, he probably was no taller than like 6 foot, like 6'1", maybe like 5'11". You know, my mom is about 5'0", negative 5 foot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no comment.
She's about 4'12" or some shit.
Hey man, we can't control those things.
Nah, man. If I could,
some things we can't control.
I should have just gone to the NFL, man. That's what I should have did. I should have just been one of them swole, like no neck ass niggas. Just
nah, you don't want those no neck. You don't want these jokes, man.
Nah, bro.
You don't want these jokes.
Yeah. You have negative.
Yeah, man. You call me, man. I heard it all, man. They ain't near call me. I bend over to pick something up. They call me a hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, dang.
Look,
it's diabolical, man.
Weight rack hate to see you.
Hey, man, why you think I got so strong? I gotta release the tension somehow.
It's powerlifting, all that stuff. All right, so since we don't got a lot of time, let's talk about let's run through some sports. We missed a lot of the big events. So we talked. We know the Eagles whooped the Chiefs' ass.
Yeah, I predicted that. I was telling my friends the Eagles are gonna win, but they ain't believe me.
I think it makes sense. Like, I don't think that's a crazy prediction, regardless. But it definitely the way they got their butt whooped.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
But yeah, what else is going on in the world that isn't like obviously the world kind of crazy?
Ghana won 2 games in their qualifiers
for like the African Cup.
Yeah, for Africa Cup, they're top in their division. They got I think 15 points.
The Ghana
they won 5-0. They beat Chad 5-0 in Accra. Then they beat who did we play again? They played Madagascar. They played them in Morocco. Whooped them.
Who even live in Madagascar?
So
about 8 people in Madagascar. No, I'm just kidding. I don't got those fucking.
They got a squad, bro. But FIFA, their ranking, Ghana ranked 77th, right? Mm-hmm. They moved them up to 76 after those 2 wins.
I mean,
in Nigeria, I think it's still ranked higher than Ghana, and Nigeria is not even. They might not even make the World Cup based on what they're looking at.
I mean, but I feel like Ghana like the Brewers to me, bro, or any Wisconsin sports team.
Yeah,
bro.
That's true.
Like, to me, it makes sense we're here. Cause
they always overachieve, but then you get your high go stuff, and then
as soon as it's time to show who they are, they show who they and like I love my people, but like I just feel like that is the common theme of my sports existence. Like speaking of, well, we're not even overachieving. We just kind of
who
the Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah,
kind of ass,
bro. I think they were
we
predicted to go 48. And so, what were they predicted to go 49 or something?
Yeah.
What are they 45 and something right now?
I think they're like
how many games left?
43.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because
they got some tough games. I want us to fire Doc
left.
so bad, bro. Like I want us to fire Doc.
Like, who do you get to replace him though?
Man, just not Doc, bro. Like
would you entertain bringing back Bud?
No.
Then who else?
Well, I wouldn't entertain bringing back Bud. I mean, because who's left? Is Pat, who we traded next year, hopefully, or waiving his contract.
Who, Pat? Yeah, Connaughton.
Bobby. Yeah. Brooke, who, God, like, please let him
Brooke is going to be gone from private retirement, probably.
I think he got
year.
one more year.
Probably one more year.
With us as our backup center.
I know. They might have to put Sims in there, but he been injured this whole time.
No, I want Sims to be our starter next year. I think...
People were saying he get a little jump shot. He might...
I'm not banking on that, bro.
Yeah,
but
don't bank on that because bring.
Yeah, no, bro.
Like, a big developing a jump shot late. Well, he's still what?
He's 20, like 24,
27.
20.
What is he? I think he's like 26 or something.
Let me look.
Something like that.
I know he's young-ish. Like I know he's not young, but he's. I know I was excited when we got Jericho. I wasn't like.
Yeah, just because athleticism, they can switch stuff now.
Do you think? Okay,
Brooke, they're man.
Do you think? Oh yeah, he's 26. And he a year younger than he like a year younger than me.
He probably just turned 26 though.
His birthday's in October.
Yeah.
So he's like that's so I ain't gonna lie, bro. People, one thing, okay, like we kind of asked this year, and like we might get better next year. We have had a lot of injury, health stuff. Chris wasn't good, and what's messed up is we can't keep everybody. But I would love to keep Torian Prince. I would love to keep Gary Trent Jr. I would love to keep Kevin Porter Jr.
But Torian Prince,
he's gone.
They got probably, but they got to if he stays, they got to make sure he's really good on catch and shoot threes.
Yeah,
but he needs to stop dribbling and trying to shoot.
But like
he's so good at catch and shoot, but he's not good when he drives.
Well, yeah, no, I mean
it's like a total dichotomy.
The whole team is full of specialists. Like the only people who can really get their own shot is Kevin Porter, Giannis, Dame. I like Rollins though. I think Rollins could be.
He been looking good the past few games.
I think.
And then what's his name? Gary Trent. He could create out the dribble too.
He can,
he probably should be the one starting, but
we don't have any offense off the bench. He's solid off the
outside
bench.
Outside of
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter,
yeah. Yeah, I think we either keep Kevin Porter or Gary Trent, and I think we probably keep Gary Trent. I like Kevin Porter. My only problem with him is I think he holds on to the ball a little too long. Like when he's leading the offense, like.
Well, that's why he's probably better off the bench.
Yeah, like it definitely. But I could see. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we traded Dame this summer, low key. Not because I don't even think it's because Dame is like a bad player, or like that he hasn't like met. I mean, he hasn't met expectations, but like it's like everything that could go wrong after that trade went wrong. Yeah, like everything. Which Jimmy Haslam, I will always believe is a cursed franchise owner. Like I don't believe we will win a title with Jimmy Haslam. So I think we should all just appreciate the fact that we had a great title run and move forward.
Yeah, that was a good year. 2021, that was a good year. That was an interesting year.
Why can we never have a great coach?
I mean, the players make the coach sometimes, though.
They do, but I do. Okay.
And honestly, those early years, they were there. They were right there. The Raptors series, the Eastern Conference Finals. I remember that year. That was the first year of they had the Deer District. Yeah. Man, RIP the Deer District, man. But
what do you mean?
They ain't bringing that back. After it was
because somebody
we haven't had that in like 2 years.
Well,
3 years.
I mean,
since the
that's not really it though. The real reason is we never got out because they don't ever really do the Deer District the first round.
No, they did.
Maybe I'm tripping, but I know
that first year they did it all 3 rounds. Even the Nets when they did the Nets was the second round. But
people shooting up the fucking shit every time.
That's what I'm saying. They're not bringing that back. They're not bringing it back.
I think they'll bring it back.
I hope they do. But
I think it's like if we make to the second round, they'll bring it back.
You think so? You think it'll have to be a second round to do it? They might as well do a first round the way we play sometimes.
Well, yeah, nah. I mean, sometimes, shit, every time, bro. We haven't made it past the second round in 2 years.
I'm just saying.
Also,
you missing out on some good business.
I wish we would develop our freaking players. Like I know that what they say about we're in win now mode. No, I've seen plenty of organizations develop their talent, bro, and we just don't develop our talent, bro. We just.
I think that's a Doc thing though.
That's a Doc. That's a Bud. That's all right. So
Bud did it too because he had players. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is like he liked DiVincenzo, right? I think Doc and Bud are both like the same tier coach. Like I think Bud at his peak with us and the Hawks was a little bit higher because one, he got it done.
Well, he had better players with us. Yeah,
Doc has had a great amount of players.
No, I mean not Doc. I mean Bud. Bud, he had better players with us than he did with the Hawks.
Yeah, like the Hawks, you could say, Bud
you could tell why they didn't.
But bro, Jeff Teague was like your second best player. Shout out Jeff Teague. But like that's not. I mean, was Jeff Teague like probably like Al Horford?
It was Al Horford, Jeff Teague. They had Millsap. They're all like the same type. They're all like
mid-tier.
Yeah, they're like the mid of the higher tier.
Like Paul Millsap is a Chris Middleton tier player.
Yeah,
maybe like a little higher.
I don't know. Middleton when he was on was probably a step above Millsap.
I feel like
Millsap never was.
Yeah,
what Middleton was when he was on.
At his peak, yeah. I mean, if Middleton did that freaking wet slip is just
He had the worst injuries. Remember when he tore his hamstring?
Yeah.
Man,
off the bone, bro. Not even like he just tore it. Like he ripped that shit off the bone. Like it made him it made him a better player.
You could tell how he ran. He ran different.
No, yeah. If you look at his old tape, you see it completely.
He used to stride. Run like he actually used to drive.
He had some bounce to him.
Yeah, but then after that, now you can see he's more of a bounce kind of player. He didn't make the same kind of.
Yeah, no, I mean, movements. Well, once you do that, your lateral movement's probably cooked for the most part. So it's not even.
Funny thing is though, that made him a better jump shooter.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right, Chris. And I don't mean to disrespect Chris Middleton. Like I'm still sad that he's no longer on the team, but. Yeah, I think for Doc and them, they'll get somebody who makes them. They're the type of coaches who like will highlight what they know works. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, so Dante DiVincenzo, he's a hustler on defense. He's always been a hustler on defense. That's one thing I remember about him. But he could not shoot his first year. Like he was not a great shooter
Yeah, he was airballing a lot.
Yeah, no, he didn't get to be a really solid shooter until Golden State, which is why like when we like, oh man, like Dante, what he could have became for us, like it would have been nice to have Dante as our starting two for years, but he would have never been able to develop how he developed if he stayed in Milwaukee. So like, but I just think we don't do a good job because I knew AJ Johnson I think AJ Johnson was gonna be a star.
We all saw that.
Yeah,
it was pretty clear.
Yeah,
it was just a matter of if he could stay healthy because he was like 160.
Yeah, I mean he was skinny, but
that was the only thing. But
freaking Brandon Ingram, like that one is gonna bite us in the ass, bro. Like that one, we're gonna see him
probably in
like 3 years and be like, he would have been a nice guy to carry us into the next era, you know. And I get it
because Dame ain't gonna be there forever. He got probably 2 years.
Yeah, bro.
2 years of high level play, and then the next few years are probably gonna be. He's just gonna start. You're gonna start to see a decline.
I mean, he's 34, right?
Yeah,
like
Dame is 35.
35. So
he might be 30. Yeah, 35. Something 35, 36.
Yeah, Dame has like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Of what's reasonable to expect for him to be a high level point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like what. And I'm not saying that to discredit Dame or say that we don't have a puncher's chance. It's just
our time's limited.
Yeah, man. So I like the Kuzma move. I'm not actually mad at the Kuzma move. I hate him trying to score. Like he.
Yeah.
But it's cool. So I guess real quick, and then we can probably do one more topic and then call it. What is your who do you think who's coming out the East? What playoff matchups are you looking forward to? That kind of stuff.
I think it's gonna be the Celtics out the East.
Yeah, I mean,
it's almost pretty obvious.
I could see that. I think
I can see
the Cavs.
I can see the Cavs, but I feel like the Cavs are still.
I saw something that said
still maybe a year away. I just don't trust it, to be honest.
A year, but I get Golden State energy. Truthfully honest, not in that they're as talented as Golden State was.
As in they're ascending. Like,
yeah,
we're not expecting them to. I think it's gonna be Cavs and it's gonna be
Kenny
Cavs
Atkinson from who's been at Golden State.
I feel like it's gonna be Cavs and Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's what it's gonna be.
What do you think? You think we get out the first round?
If we it depends on the matchup. If it's the Knicks, I'm saying we losing. But if we get the Pacers or the
why do you think we're losing to the Knicks?
Bro, we do not match up with the Knicks at all. Any team that has like a shooting three, like
Towns. But if Doc makes the adjustment and keeps Jericho Sims, I think it's a.
I think we have a fighting chance, but they swept us. I mean, in every game has looked bad. Every other way,
and we used to whoop on the Knicks too.
When the Bucks are healthy and the Knicks are healthy, they lose.
Yeah.
When the Bucks are not healthy, they every game, every one of those games was a blowout. I don't think any of those games were close.
I haven't even been as tapped in with the Bucks this year because they've been very frustrating to watch.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, if they were able to get one of those games, I would have been like.
And we haven't beat anybody, bro. Like we haven't beat anybody.
So, well, they beat the Pacers. The one game,
even the Pacers, the
one game that the Pacers won was off that Halliburton 3. But
the
foul
Pacers,
3.
I just feel like they have a little bit of a
they got juice.
Edge
they have
us.
juice.
Yeah,
but I think the Bucks will beat them. If they're healthy, they'll beat the Pacers.
Because they're the 4 seed, right?
Yeah. Well, the Pacers are 3 seed. No, it's the 4 seed right now.
They're the 4 seed. Yeah, because
the Pistons are 5.
We're tied for the
lost.
5th seed right now.
If they're tied with the Pistons, the Bucks had the tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That was the game we went to, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the best games.
Giannis went off.
And I'm glad that even though Giannis probably had his best game of the season on last week, or yesterday,
against the Sixers, he went crazy.
I didn't even watch that game.
Triple double in the third quarter. 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Nah, I was watching some of it.
I was hoping he got those last 2 rebounds, bro. That would have been crazy.
Nah, that'd have been. You know what's pissed me off? So I was working on something on when the Nuggets game was on. So I wasn't really watching the game, and so then I was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was Ant versus Jokic. So, like, because I just don't have the same, like, enjoyment to watch a full basketball game. no.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
I can't either. I gotta watch the fourth quarter. That's it.
Yeah, I can
And
watch.
I might watch like the halfway through the fourth quarter.
I can
That's
watch
it.
my team for a full game, but I can't watch like the matchup
Yeah.
no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's. I've never been somebody who was, but there's a point where I could like watch the whole game and like really be locked into it. Now it's like, yeah. So, but I think it'd have been cool to watch the 60-point triple double. Like, I still think it's like Jokic. Like I think Jokic is like, if the goal of basketball is a score, then Jokic is like a half step above Giannis. But if the goal is to be
The complete player, it's gotta be Giannis.
is Giannis in terms of like, I do think watching Jokic play basketball, you see like, yeah, it's levels to his offensive game. Like his offensive game is like crazy. But I do think people just underrate the fact that Giannis can go get like 3 blocks, 4 steals. You know what I'm saying? Lock down somebody at the wing, at the mid post. He's not the greatest at the perimeter. I don't want to like, but he can handle a few possessions of your best player on the perimeter. He locked up Jimmy Butler in the playoffs a few years ago, and I hated that they won that game too. I hated that Warriors game that they beat us. I wanted us to win so bad, and they just bucked it up. They bucked it up. All right, what about the West?
I
got the Warriors in the West Conference Finals.
Yeah, the Warriors
In the West Conference Finals, yep.
I'm gonna have to go with. I gotta go with the Clippers.
In the Western Conference Finals versus who?
Clippers and Thunder.
Yeah, I think they're another team where you're kind of like, I don't want to believe that their time is now, but they're like historically whooping ass.
The Thunder is right there. Like every time I see them play a top team, they win. They win. They beat the Celtics. They beat the Nuggets. And they've lost a lot. A lot of the players have been injured.
Yeah,
but their one consistent player has been SGA. And as much as people,
they need to stop trying to give Jokic this MVP so bad.
But like
I get
SGA,
it,
I think SGA is the MVP.
He should have got it last year, Loki.
He probably should have got it last year.
Not that Jokic didn't deserve it last year, but like,
but SGA be locking up too.
Yeah, bro. No, that's the thing. People be trying to act like SGA don't guard. He's a two-way player. Yeah, he do some of the foul baiting shit, but
yeah, I watched that game, the Bucks against the Thunder when they were here with my friend. I was watching. I was like, dang,
this is depressing.
It was depressing. Yeah,
it was depressing. Bro, I was doing a show that night, but the TV was on, and I was like, okay, the Bucks kind of playing tonight, and then
they were playing all right. Yeah, they were playing all right.
That's the Bucks every game, and that's what frustrates me. Is like, I get it, but we're not even like an older team. Like,
yeah, we got some young guys.
We got people in their prime. The only person who's old, who's like a core person at this point is Brooke.
Yeah.
But Bobby, he's only 31, 30. Like, Giannis is 30.
And part of it is Bobby hasn't played either.
Yeah. I think that's changed a lot.
Months,
that's just still pissed me off.
They can't. Yeah, they
such a bad suspension. Oh, okay. All right. Real quick, who do you think is gonna win the Final Four? I even March
Final Four.
Yeah.
I like Houston. I want Houston to win.
I got Auburn.
But it's gonna be Duke. It's gonna be Duke, man.
I'm going.
It ain't gonna be Auburn, bro.
I know it's not. It
ain't gonna be Auburn, bro.
Who you think gets Cooper Flagg?
Cooper Flagg going to Utah, bro.
Man, you know they rigging it. The LeBron.
You know they going to Utah.
We didn't talk about LeBron. We didn't talk about Marvin
Sapp. That man is going to Utah for sure.
The Great White Hope.
He's going to Utah. He is not going to the Wizards. He ain't going to. He going to Utah.
Bro, no, he need to go to San Antonio. Just make the next super team. I like super teams, bro.
I'll be sick if you go to San Antonio.
Because
I'm not even gonna lie to you, but he ain't gonna be able to shine in San Antonio. It's gonna be Wemby. It's gonna be Wemby and Fox. He want to go somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, no, the league ain't gonna make that happen.
It's gonna be Utah, bro.
Nobody wants to watch. Nobody's watching him for the first 7 years of his career until he finally leaves Utah, bro.
Maybe
Cooper Flagg does not have enough aura to make Utah relevant.
What he gonna do? He gonna go off at least.
Who's made Utah relevant in the history of Utah?
Well, they have Malone.
Who's made Utah relevant in this?
Stockton and Malone.
No, bro.
I said what I said.
Yeah, they went to a finals. And look at their greats. Look at their greats. An anti-vaxxer and a literal child pedophile.
That's
a pedophile.
We talking about basketball.
Certified pedophile.
All right.
Wop. No, get him out of here. No, don't put Cooper Flagg. Who are the bad team this year? The Wizards. Put Portland is white.
Portland.
Put him in Portland.
Yeah, Portland would be a good spot for him. Yeah.
Although that would be asterisk because nobody watching Portland.
It'd be bad for him, but it'll be good for.
No, Portland's better than Utah.
Yeah, Portland's better than Utah.
Like it's not like all right. No offense to like Utah people, but like dog, like they can't. They have bars where there's no liquor. Like, and I don't even really drink like that. No, like so it's like I'm not. It's not even about. It's just what's the point? This is a juice store.
Oh, Toronto.
Toronto will be fire for him.
Toronto would be good for him.
Toronto would be fire for him. I would like Cooper Flagg. No, but that would be bad. It wouldn't be good for him.
What about the Nets?
The Nets would be super fire for him.
The Nets have been playing too well to begin there. They're not gonna be up there.
And also the Nets would suck because nobody cares about the Nets.
Yeah.
Like when did the Nets even got an overall first pick?
What have they done? Gotten with them first overall?
When have they ever gotten one? I don't even remember them getting to a number one pick.
It's true. Well, this was all those years they gave up all their draft picks in the Celtics. They dang near the Tatum and Jaylen Brown were from the Nets deal. I think.
Should go back to Jersey.
Was it from the Nets deal? The Jaylen Brown and the Tatum.
Yeah, the Nets.
Was that from the Kevin Garnett?
Yep.
Man, that's what
they traded. They traded one down from.
And the Thunder still got. That'd be bad.
What?
The Thunder have.
They have a pick swap with somebody.
They have a pick swap with Washington.
I think it might be next year though.
They got a pick swap with Washington, I think.
I think it's lottery protected though.
Is it?
I hope it is. The Thunder gonna have to start trading picks though. They're gonna have to do what the Phoenix did. Phoenix, that's funny. So they traded a pick for 3 first rounds.
They might use those picks to trade for Kevin Durant next year.
They're not trading for Kevin Durant, bro.
If they don't go to the finals this year, they trading
bro,
for somebody.
There's so many people that you could trade. Like I'm not trading for Kevin Durant.
But they're gonna trade for somebody because they had this core for 2 years now.
But that's Chet is in year 2, and he was injured most of the year.
Yeah.
J-Dub has become a solid number 2. He's averaging like 21, 22 points a game this year. I don't think you fuck with the formula at this stage.
Okay. We did it before though.
What?
With to James Harden when they traded
and you should learn your lesson.
They should, but do they really?
Who are they getting that is gonna be that much better at this stage? Because even people are like, oh, look at Giannis. That's not a good match. That's not a good fit for their team. Giannis and SGA. Why would you do that?
It's true.
It'd be fire.
Well, but Durant will be a good big match though.
But Durant's 37.
He is, but if they
he's still nice.
I'm saying if they want to win now.
But I'm not. If I'm Phoenix, I'm not Phoenix. If I'm the Thunder, yes, I want to win now. But everything that the Thunder have done for the past 5 years, even down to getting Shai Gilgeous and like trading Paul George, I think shows that they're like, no, we want the same winning. We want to be like the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Like they want.
I know, but like, what if they trade for Durant and then draft somebody that they think can replace whoever they trade?
I mean, I'm not saying that it's like I'm like, why am I? This is a young team. They have great chemistry, great aura. You know what I'm saying? They just look like they're having a great time. And like, okay, we traded for Dame. It made sense, but the vibes never were the same after we traded for Dame.
I can give you an explanation for that.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm not talking about Dame himself.
But mine is based off of
the coach,
the horoscopes.
All right. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, okay, but do your little horoscope GM shit and talk about it. But what I'm saying is, because you gotta. What I'm saying is with the Thunder, right?
The Thunder have very good horoscopes,
right? And so KD has never elevated the team he's come to, right? Like I think
KD fits with the horoscope.
All right, bro. All right, fine.
All right, but anyway,
I'm just saying.
I know what you're trying to say.
You're making a good argument. I don't think KD would be the worst thing they could do for their team. I just am like, sometimes you don't tinker with a good thing because you're trading J-Dub, which would be great for Phoenix. Loki J-Dub on Phoenix would be great. If I'm Phoenix,
why are you assuming it's gonna be J-Dub?
Because what else do I want if I'm Phoenix?
You don't want Chet.
We're not giving up Chet. Why would I give up Chet? I can give up J-Dub because J-Dub's a wing scorer, and wing scorer is like.
But they already got wing scorer. They got Book.
Yeah, but you have some
and Beal.
Okay, but who else do they? Well, yeah, true. So then I'm still not trading. Then yeah, Phoenix definitely not trading with them because who else? The only thing I could trade maybe iHeart, right? You get iHeart. You get maybe a point guard prospect. I don't know who they have. Who's a good point guard off their bench? I mean, who do they have? They have
maybe Isaiah Joe.
Isaiah Joe's a shooter though. He's not really a point guard.
Yeah, he is a shooter.
Aaron Wiggins is fine, but they don't have any like playmakers that are young. Who I'm like now. If they had a Giddey still in a back pocket, okay, cool. Like I could convince myself if I'm Phoenix to go get Josh Giddey to pair with Book because Josh Giddey can't shoot. He's gonna get off the ball. He's gonna facilitate for Beal, and then I get iHeart. So now we have a center. And so that's not a championship team in my opinion. But
well, you did say they gotta trade the draft picks though. So if they use the draft picks, maybe not the Suns, but another team.
I mean, I would try to get some draft picks in there too. But I'm like, okay, if I'm Phoenix, I have to convince Devin Booker that you have a viable career
in Phoenix.
In Phoenix, yeah.
If Buzz there, I don't think he's gonna want to be there.
I think Buzz gone after this year.
Yeah, he probably should. He got to be gone.
Yeah, I'm glad that he failed. Not because I wanted Bud to fail, but because I didn't want to hear anybody else be like, see, look what Milwaukee did. They should just kept Bud. Like, yeah.
Well,
no.
I got explanation for that.
Well, why? Because of the horoscope? Yeah. Go break it down, bro. Break it down.
I don't have a lot of details.
No, but you've been saying this.
But I just know the horoscopes are horrible with Bud and that team, especially with Durant. Him and Durant do not connect well. Book and Durant connect well. Beal doesn't connect well with everybody else.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you could tell based on you could just watch the games. That was
a horrible trade, bro. Like so, I don't know why anybody like for us. Ideally, it makes sense, and I really do think coaching matters. And here's why I think coaching matters. And we can wrap unless you have anything else that comes to mind. That's
the only thing I can think of is the past, like most of the championships that based off of. And I've been looking at some. I look at obscure things to try to figure out what's going on with sports in general, not just basketball sports, but horoscopes. That's one thing that I've seen that's like those Bulls teams, great horoscopes, A+ horoscopes.
I mean the Bucks championship.
The Bucks championship team, A+ horoscope. The Bulls teams, yeah, obviously. The Nuggets team, great horoscopes, A+ all the way around. Even this year they have great horoscopes. The Warriors A- horoscope, so they have championship caliber. The Clippers have great horoscopes. Thunder, great horoscope, A+. Clippers, I think it's A-. A+ is what you want to get, and the ones that the teams that have A+ horoscopes, Celtics, Cavs, who else? I think the Pistons might be close. They might have A-.
Bad boy Pistons.
But the Pacers have a pretty good horoscopes outside of Halliburton, which is ironic.
Good. Yo, I hate Halliburton, bro.
It's crazy. The Pacers have a really good horoscopes if they switch Halliburton and put him in McConnell. The crazy part, but talent wise, Halliburton is just But talent beats horoscopes, but not if their horoscopes are like way ahead. The Bucks have A- if they're healthy, but when they're not healthy, their horoscopes are horrible. Like you can see, basically their whole situation. Yeah, they actually have A- horoscope, which is weird.
I mean, I could see like the Bucks going on like a run just based off of the fact that like playoff basketball is different.
No, they have to be healthy. This and I'm just going off the horoscopes right now. They have to be healthy. Sims and Dame have to play for them to win.
They
could get past the first round because if they play the Pacers, like I said, and part of that, I say that because their horoscopes aren't as good either. That would be a good matchup for the Bucks.
No, and I think
but
I think also the Pacers are definitely front runners. Like they're a good team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think by committee ball is really like that. Like, Siakam's good. You know, he's a star. Like, I'm not. It's just none of them are like
they don't have any top talent.
They have a superstar,
and even their top talent, Halliburton.
He can be inconsistent.
Yeah,
he's not a scorer.
He got real passive in that Knicks series. Early on.
And I could see us like he has more experience now, but even the fact that like I think Nembhard is fine. He's a role player. He's a high level role player. Miles Turner's a role player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they just don't have that top tier talent.
And they could beat us, like, just because. But I think
they could beat us, but I don't think.
I think it's a health thing more than a talent. Even execute. Like, Rick Carlisle is a good coach. But he's not a great coach. Like, you know, like I think we could beat him based off of talent.
On that topic, Rick Carlisle on that Mavericks team, great horoscopes.
Oh, of course. I mean, had to be.
Yeah, those 2 years that the Heat lost, they didn't have very good horoscopes. But those 2 years that they did win, great horoscopes. Those Spurs teams.
All right,
great horoscopes.
Okay. All right. Horoscope. I'm tired.
I see the pattern.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
And I think the teams that have won that they didn't have like the A+, they had A-, like that Cavs team A-. Those Warriors teams, greatest horoscopes. They had horoscopes and talent. Yeah, horoscopes and talent.
Well, no, they made a. You know what's funny? Is Klay Thompson probably has taken the worst L's.
Yeah, everywhere.
From like, because he could have just went to the Lakers, bro, and played with Luka.
You know what's crazy?
They would have been a championship team.
Also, them horoscopes would have been
and the Mark Williams too. Well, they had a great team already, bro. Yeah, they had good vibes. It's just,
but it would have been better with Klay.
No, I'm saying that the Mavs were a great put together team, and the Mavs still are a good team. They just,
they
had a great team for what they needed. Like, maybe you could say, like, the irony of it is like they might have reached their ceiling with AD and Luka on the team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
then you probably would have to trade Kyrie.
Okay.
yeah.
Trade Kyrie. I don't care.
No, like, you're right. Yeah, I'm just saying they would have had to trade Kyrie to get AD on that team. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, but that was never happening because Nico Harrison traded Luka out of like, I don't this guy, like, and I want to be in charge, and also the ownership doesn't want to pay him, so this perfect, like, it's a perfect storm. I don't think it's anything other than just NBA politics, like. Because there's no reason why you don't get the fullest return for Luka Doncic.
But I also feel like, well, I don't want to be a dead horse, but they didn't get along, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like it was politics in the sense like I don't like this guy.
I wouldn't totally discount the part that Jason Kidd played.
Oh, Jason Kidd's a snake.
Like I don't want to.
No, I'm not saying it. Here's what I've learned.
He could have easily been the mastermind behind it.
No, Jason Kidd, I think, is a guy who you definitely never like should trust fully, just because of the fact that like
he'll do anything to win.
To win, yeah, like bro, like, and he'll do anything to get into position.
Yeah, to win his way too.
Yeah, like
not just win, but win his way.
The whole how he got to be the Bucks coach, it was real shaky when people forget, but when he first got there, everybody was like.
Yeah, it was looking.
We traded for him. How do you trade for a head coach? I've never heard. It's never happened again.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's never happened again since. But he knew them from New York because he was the Nets coach. He left the sinking ship. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I mean, I gotta give Jason Kidd his credit. He's grown as a coach. Like, I don't think that the Mavs just got to the finals just because Luka and Kyrie
they definitely got to it because of.
Part of the coaching and how he's grown, because that he wasn't that coach when he was with Milwaukee.
The way they defended the Timberwolves in that Eastern Conference Finals Man, those first 2 games.
And because the thing about it is that the Timberwolves are. That's what I like. I'm excited about for the West is that I think the East is kind of boring. Like other than like the Cavs and the
West is where
the West is gonna be crazy.
But that's how it's always been though.
Yeah,
that's kind of how it's always been. It's always been the dogfight in the West because I think the market in the West always triumphed the markets in the East.
Yeah, that's probably what it is because I'm like I just don't feel like there's ever like the talent never matches up in the East. Like other than the 90s, that's like the last time.
Yeah, even then it was very heavy on the Bulls.
Well, it was just the Bulls were just so great.
It was heavy on the Bulls. Then there was Bulls than everybody else.
Yeah.
Then sometimes the Knicks, Pacers, but they would always just.
The Magic had a little moment for
Magic had a little
Shaq
bit.
left.
Yeah, Shaq, but they had Shaq and Penny. So but it's always been the West.
Yeah, I feel like
it's always been the West.
Because like even right now, the Celtics are that team that's kind of the East has been a lot more. Has had a lot more parity in the last few years in terms of like there being like 3 to 4 really good teams at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it seems like this. Well, the Celtics and the Cavs are both. I think the Celtics just have more top end. We recognize them as superstar talent, but Evan Mobley in like a year or two will be a top 10 player. Donovan Mitchell's going to be a top 25, 30 player.
They're there. That's why. But that's why I have the Celtics over the Cavs because they both have very good chemistry on their teams. But the talent wise, you got to give it to the Celtics.
Well, yeah, Tatum at the top, Brown, like that's already a crazy tandem.
That's why the Celtics are the team.
And then they develop freaking talent.
Yeah, you see all these other guys going off.
Just off the random.
What's the name? Had a 40.
I don't even know his name.
He had a 40 ball. Pritchard had a 40 ball.
Pritchard is
Sam Hauser
leading the league in freaking threes.
Hauser from Stevens Point. He's from Stevens Point.
No, Sam Hauser.
Came.
Freaking Luke Cornett, like
Cornett,
the most white boy ass Peyton Pritchard.
Hey bro, it's Boston, bro.
Sam Hauser.
We talking about Boston.
Luke Cornett. One guy, I don't even know what his name is. A rookie. He sounded like Jace something. I don't know. His name not Jace. That just sounds like a white boy name. But,
bro, they got Torrey Craig on their team, bro.
Oh, they do?
Damn, bro. I didn't even know that for a minute.
Got freaking Xavier fucking Tillman for like scraps.
Scraps, bro. From Memphis?
No, that pisses me off.
He got a free ring.
Yeah, bro. No, like Kristaps Porzingis was not even healthy in the playoffs. He had one great game, and that was enough to get them to the finals. I was like, all right, bro, it's cooked. Drew, rest in peace.
Their only issue would be health.
I've heard JB has also been kind of underperforming this year.
Yeah, but their only problem is going to be health. That's it.
Low-key,
as long as they stay healthy, they'll be fine.
I could low-key see them kind of getting messed up by ego. Not like
eventually, but not this year.
I think it's already.
You think so?
I think not. I'm not necessarily saying this because like there's actually tension on the team. I think it's more just what I've seen from JB. Like I feel like he kind of ready to be like a guy in general, just like.
He is more so. You can see him ready to take on the world.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Not just the NBA, but he trying to take over corporations, take on corporations.
Yeah,
like as a individual
public figure. Like he wants to be like a.
And that's not gonna fit. That's not gonna work in Boston.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He can only do that in like one of the smaller markets, probably.
I just feel like, especially with Boston's history with black people, like
I was just about to say.
I'm not. I was just about to say. Bro, like,
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
I could just see somebody trying to snuff him out. Like
there was this baseball player. He had a contract with he played for the Angels. Number 48. I think his name was Hunter. Torrey Hunter, I think. He had a contract. On his contract, he said he had no trade clause to Boston specifically. Bro, do not trade me to Boston. You can trade me to any other team. Just don't trade me to Boston.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I was like, dang, really? It's that bad?
Well, I've
never been to Boston, so I don't know. But
it's the fans too, bro.
It's really the fans
because they'll be just as racist to you. And also, bro, just because you played for a team don't mean you cool with somebody calling somebody else the N-word. Like,
yeah, he definitely not cool with that.
Yeah, bro. So
he's definitely not the one.
I could just see them it could be seeing something where
That's why I'm surprised it's been going so well for this long.
Well, I mean, bro.
But then again, he did have to do. Yeah, he had to do what he had to do to get the money.
Yeah, he is smart.
But now he got the money. He got the investments. Now he can be like, All right.
And also,
Nah,
like, the whole Team USA stuff like that, I feel like...
that definitely opened his eyes, too.
Yeah.
He was already there, but now that pushed him even further.
He was just on 19 Keys talking about, like, something like, yo, you don't go on 19 Keys as, like, just some random NBA player.
Nah, I seen that. He been talking and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like JB as a... I like him as a figure, as a person.
I believe I'm not sure. I think he's Muslim.
He probably is.
I think he is. Yeah. Which is gonna ruffle some feathers.
I mean, yeah, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's more just about. I don't really think it's about his I mean,
it's going to play a factor. It's going to play a factor.
But I really think it's more about his personality type, and I also think that Jason Tatum wants to be like a star.
He can't really do that with JB.
Well, not that he can't do it with JB. I just think that who Jason Tatum wants to become, like those two things just will conflict with each other, right? Like, because I can see Jason Tatum right now, he's really, really trying to push past that. He's corny. He's not one of him. He's not a top guy in the league. Like, you can see it. You can see he's trying to get his name out there. You can see he's pushing against. He's trying to create these moments. And when it's really like, bro, you can be a top 5 player in the NBA and nobody can. You just don't have the charisma. But I can see that with Jaylen Brown, who doesn't necessarily have the charisma of being like a top talent, but he does have like that assertiveness in terms of like how he carries himself. And so like I could see them like maybe breaking up in like a year, not a year or two, like 2 or 3 years, you know, like, or just some kind of thing just kind of going. I think things are good there though. I don't think it's like a bad thing. I could just see it happening. But they've been saying that for their whole career. So
yeah. We'll
see.
Side note, they have great chemistry.
They do.
They have great chemistry.
They grew together, man. They grew together, and I they like remind me of the fact that like it's cool when there's like a Giannis Chris story where they're like besties or whatever.
Giannis and Chris had great chemistry.
Yeah, amazing chemistry.
Giannis, Chris, and Drew had great chemistry, which actually means Giannis will have great chemistry with JB and JT.
Well, I don't think so because Jaylen Brown and Giannis. Well, Giannis.
No, if they were on the same team, they would have great chemistry.
Well, I think they have a similar work ethic. Like,
yeah, they would have good chemistry. Cause Drew connects well with Giannis and Chris. Drew also connects well with JB and Tatum, so I think it would work. The same thing with Derek White would work well with Giannis and.
I wish we could have got a Derek White, man. If we could have got
him for scraps, bro.
If we could have got a Derek White, I mean, it's about relationships at the end of the day.
They got him for scraps.
But if we could have got Derek White, bro, we would have extended our title window.
Oh, easily. He connects well on too.
Nah, Drew and Derek White with Chris and Giannis and Brooke.
That would have been an even matchup.
That would have been an even matchup. That'd have been nice, bro. It'd have been nice, bro. In their prime.
Dude.
In their prime. I mean, nobody knew what Derek White was becoming, like, in terms of, like, being...
actually, we did. Because remember, he came out, his series against the Bucks, I think, was the one that when he started really popping off.
No, but I'm saying when they traded for him. Like, I was familiar with Derek White.
He started popping off, and like there was a time when he popped off. I remember
it was when Marcus Smart started getting hurt, and so he got more time to play. And I mean, even getting off of Marcus Smart,
that's why they traded him.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think Marcus Smart is one of those guys who, I mean, he's on the Wizards now, which is crazy. Like, I don't think Marcus Smart will be relevant for the rest of his career, like, at this point.
The Wizards might be interesting next year.
The Wizards are going to be a fun team next year.
They're going to be a very fun team.
Jordan Poole is better than he gets credit for.
AJ Johnson. They got Chris.
He's a number one. I think AJ Johnson's a number one option type player. I think.
He's going to have to bulk up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, he's year one.
But he'll be fine.
Ingram was real small.
He just needs to develop that jump shot.
Yeah, I mean, his fit speed is crazy though, man.
Oh no, his fit speed is crazy.
But Chris Middleton as a vet, he could be their Andre Iguodala for a couple years. Like, if he wants to be in the league for a couple more years. B-Law, or whatever his name is, all them French people, they draft well. I don't know none of their names, but they draft.
They got Alex Sarr.
He been kind of ass this year, but yeah,
he been playing pretty well recently, but. Well, the team's been playing pretty well recently. I think they beat the Nuggets. Yeah, they beat the Nuggets the one game in Denver.
But all right, we kind of went past our little thing. So, any last little thoughts or any pop culture, nerd, other shit going on? Nothing really come to my mind.
Bro, C2E2 next weekend.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we could talk
Comic
about
and
like,
Entertainment Convention in Chicago.
what do you
Y'all
think?
check it out.
What do you think of like the whole Doomsday Avengers thing? You know, I'm
The Avengers Doomsday?
yeah, I'm cool.
We'll see.
I'm excited for Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four.
The one thing I'm excited for, I heard through the grapevine that Sue Storm is pregnant, which means we will get an introduction to Richard Mr. Fantastic's son, who is Franklin Richards, who is he is a Omega level reality warper.
I mean,
so
I just want Marvel to like tell good stories.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the whole comic book lore. I don't care. I know Franklin Reed and I know how dope he is, but
it's
like
gonna be dope.
I just want them,
I hope it's dope.
I want them to get past Secret Wars, reset, get rid of all these old X-Men. I'm tired of like y'all have said goodbye to the X-Men in the last 4 X-Men movies.
All of them, like all the X-Men that have appeared.
I'm just saying, like, Deadpool.
Because I would like them to explore Magic, Colossus, some of those other places.
Clean slate, just new X-Men. I don't want old Cyclops. I don't want old Wolverine. I don't want old, super old Patrick Stewart.
Oh, you mean like the old versions? Yeah, I'm saying, but get
some new X-Men. Tell some different stories.
A new cast or just the new characters?
New cast.
And cast and characters or just cast?
Yes, bro. Like, get rid of... Because, I mean, like...
So you're okay with them bringing the Cyclops, but a new Cyclops?
Yes, bro.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I don't need... I mean, Jason Marsden is... No, not Jason Marsden. What's his name?
I know they different shit, because those guys are got to be like 20 years older, and they were probably about 30 when they were...
It was like in their late 20s, early... I mean...
So they got to be like 40, 50 now.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman was like 53, 54 or something.
Well, Hugh Jackman got to go. Well, actually, they're still going to make a movie with him, right, regardless. That's like... That's always going to bring the money, and it's always going to bring a story.
I'm saying like, yeah, bro, like, and don't even start with the main X-Men, bro. Like, start with like fucking like
Magic is a cool got a story.
I don't even know who that is.
That's Colossus' sister.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, but like Colossus, yeah, bring him in. Well, nah, because Colossus they using the Deadpool movie. I think, all right.
Yeah, but like you don't even know Magic, so I think they should explore Magic.
I think you have to have. I don't even know. That's the thing. I'm like, y'all, I get what they trying to do. Like, do one big ass like finale of all the characters and then reset.
Yeah,
it's just, bro, we've done it.
I do think they're gonna kill off. I think they're gonna kill off a lot of characters or something. So they are. You're probably gonna have to wait till after the movie to get what you want.
I'm like, all right, like I'm going to my 30, right? You know what I'm saying? Like by the time all this is over, I'm gonna be like 30.
Yeah, we gonna be.
You know, that's cool. Like I get it. It's not supposed to be for me, but it's like y'all got 55 different concurrent storylines.
Yeah, they gotta bring back the Defenders, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and that's Iron Fist. They should explore that more or better than they did before. But
but I'm like, all right, bro. Like, how am I supposed to keep up like with all these people now at this point?
Yeah,
like,
it's impossible.
It's you know what I'm saying. So for me, it's just
because I forgot the storylines. So those the older versions,
like Shang-Chi, like freaking
Shang-Chi. Yeah. Although I like that movie.
It was cool. I thought it was kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I got kind of bored like halfway through it. I never finished
Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
I thought it was interesting.
I thought it was well made
because I hadn't heard of him before. And the Eternals, they could have at least brought back one more movie for the Eternals because I had no idea they were a thing.
They should have made that a show. I think they should have made that a show.
Because I thought that was a good.
I never watched it.
It was a good movie, bro. To me, it was a good movie.
We remember we were gonna go see it, and then we just never did. We was like, yeah, all right.
Eternals was a good movie.
All right, I might throw it up.
It was a good movie.
I gotta get Netflix. But
it was just a long movie. It was like 2.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah, so, bro. Like, and even
that's the trade off.
I want to see Fantastic Four.
The new one? Oh, yeah. The newest one?
Yeah. I want to see that do well. And I want to see Thunderbolts. Because I think those are both going to be good movies.
Thunderbolts, that'll be interesting.
I hope it's good.
Because they're going to bring Sentry, I think.
And see, that's the thing. I'm like, y'all just keep bringing in all these people, and it's like
they're bringing a lot of people.
I get that Marvel Comics is its own universe or whatever, but I really like Invincible. Like Invincible in the sense that like
they focus. They have a lot of characters, but they focus on Invincible.
On Invincible, on Adam Eve, on like some of the Guardians of the Globe or whatever.
Not everybody, yeah. You don't get too complex in the storyline.
Right. I do want them to
keep it focused.
Start doing like Tech Jacket stories and stuff like that. Cause
they'll probably do that separate.
Yeah.
They gonna make Invincible gonna make some money. They gonna start making some new comics based off of the other characters.
What the
spinoffs? So.
People said that then if like Battle Beast has a spinoff right now. That's
Battle Beast is a cool character to me.
Yeah, he's like
he remind me of Aaron the Plumber.
I don't know what that is.
You know Aaron the Plumber? No. You never heard of Aaron the Plumber?
No.
No, you got to look him up, bro.
Who's
that
Aaron?
Man funny. He always say win, lose or draw like Pokemon. I gotta catch them all.
Talking about like for
he
girls?
went catching fades.
Oh, like
yeah, he want to fight everybody.
I'm good. But
he remind me of Aaron Plumber. That's his kind of
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast. Yeah, he want to catch a fade when there's anywhere, any and everywhere.
Invincible. I feel like my only problem with Invincible is sometimes I'm watching it and I'm like, what's the point? Like if I was living in Invincible's world,
I know if you live in the world,
I'd have just killed myself, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, dog. Well, there's never like I wouldn't. When is there peace in that world?
There is no peace in that world. Well, there's probably a place, but they
just don't live in the city, bro.
Yeah, don't live in the
but
city.
But just imagine you on a beach. You on a beach chilling, and somebody shove a body through your whole body, bro. You was having a great day, bro. It ain't even about like they made just about Marvel, like they threw my car. Like, man, look, throwing my car would be the least. Like, they are leveling cities, bro. Bro, we just had 14 of these motherfuckers blow us all up. And then the most powerful version of these alien creatures come and want to spar with our best hero. And he barely get out. Mark didn't even get out of that. Like, look, Mark has never. I mean, he's gotten better as a hero, right? But like, Mark has never triumphantly beaten. It gets way worse. I know. The things Mark has to go through is horrible.
It gets worse, man.
Bro. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but bro, literally, the worst things you could do to a man, they do to him.
I don't know how they're gonna do that situation yet.
Yeah,
they might not. They might do some.
Like it's gonna be like in his sleep or something. Like, but it. I think they go for it. I ain't gonna lie. I think they just go for it.
You think so? We're gonna see if we're gonna find out about the public reaction to it.
I think it's a way to have a different conversation, right? Like,
it'll be interesting. We'll see how.
I don't like the storyline. I don't think it's the best. Like,
yeah,
I think it's kind of crazy to be like.
It's crazy, but honestly, it's probably, given the circumstances, it's realistic.
Well, they changed
for their circumstances.
They changed Nolan's like storyline too in terms of like how he like redeemed himself. They drew it out more.
Yeah, they drew it out more.
Yeah,
but they gave more details, like gave more context. But
I'm excited for like the Viltrumite War. Rex storylines.
Rex storyline is crazy.
Yeah.
Rex
is horrible.
And Monster
Rex
Girl.
is horrible.
And Monster Girl.
Real Rex, OG Rex is fire, bro. I'm not talking about OG Rex. I'm talking about
new Rex, Robot Rex.
Yeah. Cause
you mean robot? You mean robot? You don't mean Rex.
Yeah, but I was trying to keep it.
I know what you mean.
No, but hey. The person whose DNA you stole,
that dude diabolical, man.
And then going to his funeral and saying, "Hey, and honor him. I'm gonna just keep being him." Like, what? Somebody punched this dude in his face, bro. Like, you can't just say like, "Oh yeah."
But they gotta switch that up because I don't think in the comics they did that.
No, they did. He comes.
No, he does, but he did. But in I think he was dressed up as Robot in the comics.
I think he stays Robot throughout. He's still Robot. He just go by.
No, but like he was a Robot, like in the costume. Like, well, I will see.
Yeah. But all right. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's all I got.
yeah, it's been cool getting back to it. You know, gonna try to be more consistent with chilling, having conversations. You know, this was kind of more free form, but yeah, it's been cool. And we didn't even introduce ourselves, but I'm Tone. And
PK.
oh, that's your name now.
PK.
Well, what happened to K Dub?
K Dub.
All right, anyway, all right, we out. See y'all next time
P to the K to the
on the Cousins Pod. Time of death.